Everybody, and welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our transfer reaction show, second for the day. It's actually a rumor reaction, actually more than a transfer reaction. It's the fact that Benjamin Sesko is attracting interest from Manchester United. I think we spoke about this yesterday after the Liverpool Salzburg game, which Liverpool lost. And I mentioned that if you're not interested in Sesko, they've got to move this season because next season there'll be a lot of clubs that'll be interested in him. So I'm not surprised that they're interested in Sesko. I think he's someone who has been slowly attracting the interest of a lot of clubs. It is a little bit of an interesting period this right now with the transfer window the way that it is because we'll talk about Sesko, but I think there's a lot of clubs that don't need a young striker right now. A lot of clubs are stacked on strikers. And so this season is a good one as far as United are concerned because there are not a lot of clubs that are looking at strikers. But next season that may not be the case. And I think if he has a good season, I do think that it will be tough to get him. So just on Sesko, he's a sort of striker. He's a tall striker. He's still fast. He's technical. Some people call at Salzburg call him the next Haaland. I don't know if he's that, but he's definitely got some of the same attributes. Is he as good a goal scorer as Haaland is? I'm not sure, but he's got those same attributes. So there's a lot of interest there, and he does play us the way that Erik Ten Hag likes. Like he's a tall striker. He's a good target man. He's mobile. He's everything that, and of course he presses from the front as well. So he's someone who Erik Ten Hag would definitely want to work with. Would definitely like to work with. Apparently, he was a Ralf Rangnick target actually, and Ten Hag likes him, so he wants United to pursue him. So. Now the fee that is mentioned, there's a lot of discrepancies. Some are saying that it's about 30 million euros. Some are saying it's about 55 million pounds. So Salzburg, of course, been trolling Manchester United with all kinds of numbers. I think it will be somewhere between 30 and 50. I think 55 million pounds is too much for him, even though I know he's someone who's going to be in demand next season. I think it's too much for him. I think if it's 30 million, you got to do that deal. If it's 30 million euros, you got to do that deal because it's a low risk deal. It's about 25, 26 million pounds. It's not a lot of money. He's still young. He's got resale value. You sign him. If it doesn't work out, worst case now you sell him on. But it's a deal that you got to do at 30 million euros. You got to try to do it now. So I think it's too good a deal at 30 million euros. So I'm not sure what the right price is. But if you look at the striker situation, City already have two strikers, so they're not going to need one. Liverpool have just got Darwin Nunez. They've also got Jota, Firmino. So they don't need a striker. Chelsea, they have got Armando Broja at the moment. I mean, they probably might need a striker, but I don't think they're going to look for another young striker. They're probably going to want someone who's more experienced and prolific and someone who's proven. So they're going to go for him. Arsenal, they've already got Gabriel Jesus. They've got Nketiah. They've given Nketiah no contract, so they're not going to go for him. Spurs have got Richarlison. They've got Kane. They've got Son. So they don't need him either. So that immediately takes the Premier League out of the equation. PSG have got Hugo Ekitike. They've got Mbappe, so they're not going to look for him either. Then you've got Dortmund, who've lost Haaland. They've just gotten Adeyemi. They've gotten Sofa Mukoko. So they've got players as well, so they don't need him either. So Germany's out as well. Then Leipzig might be interested. I think they might look at him as an Nkunku replacement next season. They might. So that's something as well to keep in mind there that could come into play. And then you go into La Liga. Again, Madrid, they've got Benzema. They might need a centre forward. Actually, Madrid could be one, but I don't think Madrid are going to look at him. Ancelotti has already ruled it out for this season, but they might look at him next season. Barcelona obviously not going to be interested. They've got enough players. Atletico's not really an option. And then you go to Serie A, where I think Milan are more interested in De Lara, so more than Sesko. Inter are looking at Lukaku, so they've got Lukaku rather, so they're pretty much stacked there. Juventus, they've got Vlahovic, they've got they're trying to get Morata back, and they're trying to get the other guy was I forget who they're looking at. They were looking at Werner, right? Werner. They're looking at Werner and Morata. I think looking again for a little more experience than youth, so they're not going to go for him either. And Roma is definitely not an option. Mourinho is never going to go for 19-year-old striker. So at the moment, the way that it is that Man United have a clear run at Sesko if they want him. They have a clear run at Sesko if they want him. Next season, it will be tough because there's possibility Arsenal might look at him. If Nketiah doesn't work out, they might look at him. Spurs might look at him as well. If Kane gets sold, if he doesn't sign a contract, Kane wants to leave, they might look at him as well. You look at Liverpool, Firmino might leave next season. Then you've got Liverpool that might be interested. You might have Chelsea might be interested as well. They find that he's doing well. Chelsea might be interested because they always seem to want a striker. So they might be interested, particularly Broad doesn't work out. And then you look at Bayern might be interested because Bayern have also, by the way, I didn't mention Bayern, but Bayern have signed Mane and they've signed Till, so they have got two players as well. But they might be interested. So you've got Leipzig, as you just said, Leipzig might be interested. Dortmund might be interested. So you're going to have a lot of clubs that are going to be interested, and some clubs are going to be okay to negotiate a deal that works for Salzburg and for Sesko as opposed to how United works. So if United want him, I think they've got to do a deal this season. They've got to look at doing a deal this season. Whatever that sort of deal is, the question is: do Salzburg want him want to keep him from a financial perspective or from a sporting perspective? Because if they want to keep him because they think, well, 30 million is this season, but next season we can, his value will increase and we can ask 50 million pounds that we can get 50 million pounds for him, then it's a hard deal to do because you can't really project. Because I wouldn't want United to go spend 50 million pounds on a player who could be worth 50 million pounds next season. We don't know what that situation is going to be like. So definitely that's one issue. I'm not going to be United for that. But and that's possible, right? It's possible that Salzburg will go, well, we think he's going to be much more valuable next season, so we want to keep him, and that would be hard to convince him to leave. But on the other hand, if they want to keep him for football reasons, I think that's something that United will look at. Maybe let him go on loan for a season, like let do the deal and let him be on loan for Salzburg this season, so he can help them achieve whatever goals they have footballing wise. So that is a deal that could be done, but they have to try to get it done this season. If they want him, I think they've got to try everything that they can to try to get him now because next season it's going to be tough. And we know United never win a race against other clubs. They never win it unless they overpay, like they did with this. In fact, I don't even think Arsenal pulled out, so they didn't even win that race. Actually, they didn't actually convince a player to come. So they're going to be able to do it next season. So if they want him, they've got to try to do it this season. And I don't know what the pricing will be like, but they've got to try to find a way to make it work because or even if it's some kind of will pay later, buy now, pay later kind of deal, something. But they've got to try to sort it out now rather than wait till later. I don't know if they will do it, but they want to do it, then this is how you go to do it. I mean, is he a Ronaldo replacement? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, he might be an Antony replacement because he can't get Antony, so he's thinking I'll get in Sesko, and that allows me to then play, and then he can put Martial on the left wing when needed, so he can kind of rotate it around. It is possible that because they can't get Antony, they're going to try for Sesko, but I don't think he could be a Ronaldo replacement as well. I mean, they do need to, if he's going to leave, which I think he will, and which I think he should, based on the conditions that are there, then he could be a Ronaldo replacement. But I'm not sure. I don't think that that's the case. I just think that that is a player that United want because Ten Hag wants him, and he will need a target man next season. The thing is, United may not need a striker this season. If they've got Ronaldo, they've got Martial, they've got two strikers that can rotate between them. So they don't need a striker. They need a winger this season, but they will need a striker next season. The thing is, I don't think they can wait till next season to do Sesko. So the smart money should try to do it now, and then even send him on loan, keep him on loan at Salzburg for a season, and then get him next season. But they've got to try to do it this season. Either way, they've got to try to sign him this season. That's my point. But anyway, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think it's a deal that United should do now? Do you think it's better to wait? Do you think it's something United can do? What do you think the good price is? I think that 30 million euros is fantastic. I think 35. I think up to 35 million euros, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. I think 40 is probably what you would expect. So power ending over 40, I think is too much. From United's point of view, I don't think they should go up to 50 anyway. So yeah, I think between 30 and 40. 30 is a great deal. Between 30 and 40 is a good deal. And then beyond 40, then you're trying to getting into overpay territory. So, but let me know, what do you think? And of course, remember to smash the like. Smash the like for Man United. Smash the like for Benjamin Sesko. Smash the like if you enjoyed his goal. If you watched it yesterday against Liverpool, definitely smash like for that as well. Remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube as well as Facebook. We're doing videos, we're trying to comment and stuff. So when we do them, you get notified. And you can watch them as well at your own convenience. So please, it helps you with that. And of course, we always appreciate your support as we get closer to 180 subscribers on YouTube as well as 800 on Facebook, closing on that. So please do support us and help us cross those milestones. We'll really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.